What's up, everybody? Mike Lindsley back with you for an ML Sports Take brought to you by the Syracuse Fitness Store, Burn Dairy, and Brewerton Ace Hardware. Obviously, a big one tomorrow night in the Carrier Dome with Duke in town playing Syracuse. And look, these two teams are obviously in completely different directions right now. I mean, Syracuse, with 3 games left, they're just trying to keep that winning record, obviously, intact. And then you have a situation on the other side where Duke is Duke. They're a Final Four contender again. They're a national championship contender. They're healthier, they're deeper, they're better, they're more talented. But the story really is about Coach K and Jim Boeheim. These two guys who have been friends for so long. Pretty hilarious, by the way, that Coach K called into Jim Boeheim's radio show last night and said it was Mike from Durham. These two guys have meant so much to the game of basketball. Coach K basically getting to Duke and building them into what they are now. And the same goes for Syracuse. You know, when Jim Boeheim got the job after Roy Danforth, and now, you know, over 40 years for both of these guys, you look at the rivalry, kind of a mini rivalry, I would say, in the ACC, not to the scale, obviously, of Carolina Duke. But, you know, when Syracuse went to the ACC, we were kind of like, oh, my gosh, who's going to be the Georgetown of our conference, right? And you had Villanova, you had UConn, I get that. But Georgetown was always the first one, right? It was always the first rivalry. And Duke and Syracuse have played some really, really theatrical games, obviously, down in Cameron Indoor and up in central New York at the Carrier Dome. I would expect a big crowd. It should be an orange out. Students should be wild. And I just hope Central New York fans, you know, get an opportunity to go to the game so that they can say that they were there, because there's a handful of times every year at the Carrier Dome where you can say that, you know, this is a really special place to be. And I think this is going to be another one of those where you can, you know, literally tell people, hey, I was at the last game that these two titans of college basketball coached against each other in. And that's some pretty cool stuff. As far as the Syracuse side, they're going to obviously need to play a perfect game, an A game. They can't make a lot of mistakes. They're going to have to make, you know, simple, you know, cheapy shots inside if they can get them. You know, the outside shooting is going to have to be spot on. I think they could pull this off because I think the atmosphere and the crowd could get behind them, but it will be kind of a tough order. When you look at the Duke Blue Devils, and I watch Duke as much as any team in the country, Paolo Banchero, Wendell Moore, right? Trevor Keels, Mark Williams, AJ Griffin, the names, they just keep pouring out, and the talent just keeps pouring out. They have 5 guys in double figures. This is a team that shoots the 3 ball at a 36.8% clip. They're a terrific rebounding team. So Syracuse has, you know, a tall order. Duke obviously is playing for a number 1 seed in March as well, with a little bit of time left to go. So should be fun. But when you look at, you know, again, one team's on one side, one team's on the other. This game really is about bringing it all together for the last meeting between Coach K and Jim Boeheim, assuming that they don't meet again in the ACC tournament. Mike Lindsley with you here. It's an ML Sports Take brought to you by Welch & Company Jewelers, our good friends over at Rosie's Corner, and Bowers & Company CPAs. Hit me on Twitter at Mike L Sports. Please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel as well. And as I always tell you, enjoy the games.